Hello guys, welcome back to Honest Legends. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing review of this FlexSolar 30W flexible solar charger. Essentially this is a really fast portable solar charger and I'm going to be testing its speed in various conditions such as with the USB tester. In sunny conditions and also even cloudy conditions you can charge a 10,000 mAh power bank in 3 hours. This is actually amazing. So of course what we're going to do, we're going to unbox. So without further ado, let's get this unboxed. So the solar panel is literally a bargain on Amazon. It literally costed me £26. The other one I was going to get, the Anker one, Anker Solix PS30. I was considering getting that, but that was about £46. But this one's literally a bargain. So as you can see, we get these carabiners to actually hold the solar panel. So the good thing is that you can actually put this in your backpack and you can use it while traveling. If you're in a place where you have no charger, you can just use this. Or if you have a power bank, you can even charge your power bank. If you're going to be in a place where you're going to have no power for a long time, then this is useful. Or if you want to just literally save on energy, I've literally got this for experimentation purposes. Yeah, it's quite interesting to have a phone and power bank literally charged with the power of the sun. So we're going to get this out and we're going to see what it looks like. So this is the E30 Pro flexible portable charger. So as you can see, you can do various voltages: 5 volts, 9 volts, 12 volts and 1.5 amps. Over here you got a USB type C port and you got a USB type A port. So this is the solar charger. As you can see, look at that, this is just one panel. So for comparison, this is the other one I've got, the one I've got from AliExpress. So this one's really small. When I tested it, it was not that good. It didn't really work in cloudy conditions, and in sunny conditions I get at best 5 watts, even though it claimed 30 watts. It ain't really as good, and plus the voltage actually spikes up and down, and I'm sure that can't be good for the device you're charging. But hopefully this should be actually more stable. But I think it's recommended to charge a power bank to charge your devices from, otherwise it might cause direct damage. So it's about to test the voltage to see if it's stable, then I'll carry on using it. Looks like it's made of a really solid material. Look at that, look how large it is. It's really large. It literally doesn't fit in the frame. And I assume this is what you put the carabiners on to actually hang it on. Just to show you the difference between this solar panel, look how small it looks. It's really tiny. If I open this all the way, look how small it's compared. I mean, it is medium size, but it's just only literally halfway compared to the other solar panel. In comparison, this is what it looks like. Of course, I tested this already. It wasn't really the best solar panel. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do various tests. I'm going to test it in sunny conditions, cloudy conditions, and I'm going to be using a USB tester to see the type of voltage we get, how stable it actually is in the sunny conditions. All look right. So it's a sunny day, and as you can see, we're actually getting about 4.3 volts, and I think it's because I'm using it indoors. I think the window is actually blocking out some of the sun rays. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the windows. It does not work really well indoors. So yeah, about 1 watt. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to open the windows. Right, windows actually open right now. Yeah, we're getting maximum sun, but we're somehow only getting 0.2. Alright, so I'll put it outside the window and we are now getting a total of 11 watts. This is actually insane. Look at that, 11 watts. That is a lot of energy. Well, we're in noon right now, so it's currently 12 o'clock. Obviously it's gone cloudy now, so even in the clouds we're getting 2 watts. We're getting that indoors. Alright, so we're out here, winter sun, so we're in late November. So we might not get 30 watts, but this will be a good test to see how much charge we actually get out of this. So I've got my power bank here, and I've got 2 USB testers. I've got USB tester type A, and I've got a type C USB tester. So I'm using my action camera to film because it'll be too much to bring my main camera out here, because I cycled it here as well, and I'm going to do a drone flight later on, and I'm going to put that in the description, the drone flight where I do in this location. So yeah, let's test out the solar panel. So let's see if it lights up first. So we need to get it out in the sun first, and let's see if there's any light. And as you can see, we see light immediately. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to plug in my power bank. So I've got a USB tester over here, and I'm going to plug it in this end. So we're going to try USB type C first. I'm going to plug this over here. I'm going to plug this in here, as you can see. Then I'm going to plug in my power bank right over here. So now we're going to place it in the sun and let's see how much watts we get. Alright, so we're not getting that much energy. We're only getting 7 watts. I think it's because we're in the winter sun. So we're getting about 9 watts at 4 volts. We should be switching to 12 volts because this power bank is 12 volts, but we're not getting 12 volts. We're just getting 5 volts at 9 watts. What I'm going to try and do, I'm going to take it out and plug it back in. Oh, it's to 9 volts now. We're getting 11 watts in there now. So that's actually quite decent. We're getting 11 watts from the sun. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place it down here. If I place it here now, so it's placed down here, let's see how many watts we get now. If I go this way, because I was blocking the solar panel, now we get only 1 watt. I should have brought my main camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to face it in the sun again. I think the sun's quite weak in the winter. That's the only issue. So now I'm placing it towards the sun. We're getting a total of 11 watts. Yeah, we're getting a total of we're just fluctuating between one. I think because the solar panel just flipped, so I'm going to place it. It's quite awkward to film here because, okay, I've placed it in a nice place. We're getting a total of 10 watts. Look at that. We are in the winter sun and the sun's quite low in the day. I might test it again when it's high noon. And the thing is, it's constant power as well. We're not fluctuating, we're not going up and down, we're just staying at a constant 8.622 volts. So this is very stable, so it won't damage your equipment. You could just charge your phone directly in it. We're going to do the same with the Type A cable. So we're getting 10 watts from one USB-C port, so I'm going to see if I can use the USB-A port to get more power. So I'm going to plug this in. I'm now going to plug this into my phone. We're charging and let's see how many watts we get. 2 watts. We're not getting that much energy because we're charging. The energy has gone down by 2 watts here and it's being shared with this port, so we're only getting 10 watts totally. Right, so I've just unplugged the Type C and we're now just using the USB Type A, and as you can see, we're still only getting the same amount of energy. Maybe if I unplug it and plug it back in. Yep, we're not getting that much energy. It's not efficiently placed. Now that we're more efficiently placed, we're getting a total of 6 watts now. Okay, so my bag's placed over there. We're getting 7 watts in there, which is nice. What I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in the USB-C port and let's see how many watts we get. Alright, so we're getting 13 watts now. Look at that. We were not efficiently placed earlier, but we're now getting 13 watts. Thing with this action camera, this is a fixed focus, so I can't get close and show you the actual energy. So what I might do, I might switch to the iPhone. Alright, so we're getting a total of 10 watts in the solar panel, as you can see, 11 watts. We're fluctuating because, like I said, we're in the winter sun. I might try it during noon. Solar panel's positioned directly towards the sun. Look at that. Place my back towards it. So yeah, if you're on a bike ride, you want to charge your devices and it's in the sunny outlook, you can get a decent 9 watts. But that's in the winter sun. I've done my drone flight. Sunlight's gone a little bit darker. It's gone behind the clouds. And we're only getting literally 1 watt now. We've dropped down to 1 watt. That's because the sunlight is so weak. I think that's like equivalent of having a cloudy day. So only getting 1 watt. So in a cloudy day, I don't think any solar panel is efficient unless it's really large. I've actually hooked up carabiners to my bike, the one that came with the solar panel. I'm charging other devices like my DJI controller. We're getting the same energy, 1 watt. The voltage is staying continuous despite the low energy. All right, so it's a nice sunny day. I've got my solar panel out, charging my power bank, and we are charging it at a speed of 17 watts at 8 volts, which is actually quite fast. So I got this solar charger in November, as you saw as I'm unboxing the video. And when I got it in November, in the winter, it's quite hard to get sunlight. So I wasn't able to test the solar panel properly in the winter. And I had to wait for the weather to get better. And as you saw, I used it in my garden to actually charge this power bank. And I did manage to get 17 watts. And of course, it actually does claim that it can get 30 watts. But that 30 watts doesn't mean 30 watts. It actually means 18 watts because over here, it says max 12 volts at 1.5 amps. And that equals to 18 watts. So I was only able to get 18 watts from this panel. So then I thought maybe I could actually get 30 watts by utilizing both of these ports. So if I get 17 watts from the USB-C port, I can maybe get the last 12 watts from this port, but it doesn't really work. When I tried it, it actually just shared the 18 watts. Like I would actually get 15 watts on here and probably 2 watts on here for some reason. Like, so in total, it can only do 18 watts. So for some reason I only get 18 watts in total, but it's still really fast. 18 watts is really fast, and most devices are actually 18 watts, but this actually charges at 30 watts, and even this can charge at speed of 30 watts. This is my drone charger. This can charge at 30 watts, but for some reason, when I use this specific charger with this solar panel, I'm only getting 5 volts at 10 watts at max. And I'm not sure why. Because it uses a quick charge protocol for doing the handshake with USB-C, it does not do that with this drone charger, DJI charger, battery for my drone. But with my phone and other devices like my power bank, is able to charge with this solar panel without any issues, 18 watts. I use my USB tester to charge it from 0 to 100% completely from solar with the solar panel, and I was able to do it in 2 hours and 45 minutes. I've recorded that information with my USB tester. And yeah, since the weather got better in April, in the winter, the sun is lower in the sky. It only goes up to my roof and there's no way to get official sunlight in my garden. That's why I was not able to use solar, but now the days are getting longer in the summer. I'm getting sunlight every day in my garden without any issues. So I was able to charge this and this as well. This is my other 20 milliamp hour power bank, and I was able to charge this fully with the solar panel as well. I charge up to 92%. This is my custom power bank, and I was able to charge this fully with my solar panel. And lately I've been charging everything with solar instead of charging off the grid. I mean, of course I've been charging my phone off the grid. All my power banks lately I've been charging it with just purely this solar panel. And I usually do drone flights, as you can see in my channel. I've been flying my drone, and For the past 10 or 20 drone flights, I've been fully charging this with this solar panel without failure. Like every time I use the drone battery, when I do my next drone flight, I charge it with this solar panel. And I have 2 batteries. One's in this drone right now. If you see all my video descriptions, it will say this drone flight's 100% solar powered. That's because it actually is. I've been using this solar panel to charge my drone. All my drone flights are powered by solar. In the summertime, of course, when it's winter, I won't be able to charge it that well because we won't get that much sunlight in winter. Even when I charge my drone, it only charges at 10 watts at max, not the full 18 watts, which is kind of annoying. So I'm only able to charge it at 10 watts, and I charge it when these are already fully charged. So when there's nothing else to charge, I just charge my drone battery with the solar. And also, if I want to charge my drone battery quick, the best way to do it for me is to charge this at 18 watts, then with this charge this, because this and this does have the handshake to charge fast. So even this old Anker power bank that I've had this Anker power bank for quite some time. This isn't USB-C, so it only charges at max 10 watts, and I was even able to charge this with solar. And even during cloudy weather, it's able to charge at a decent speed. Like I was able to actually get 4 watts even while it was cloudy, but the sun's high up in the sky. So when the sun's high up in the sky, then I'm able to get 4 watts even though it's cloudy. Like of course when it's low in the sky, then I get pretty much 0 watts or a quarter of a watt at best. I was able to charge this, so when all these were fully charged, I just put this on charge in my garden. And this is the old USB charger, so I didn't use USB-C, but I was able to charge at 10 watts. For some reason with this power bank, even though it says you can charge at 5 volts at 2 amps, which is 10 watts, I'm only getting 7 watts for some reason. I'm not sure why. That's because of this old power bank. And yeah, I've been charging all my devices and it's been going pretty well. The only thing is, when it's sunny, it does charge at full speed. When the cloud comes, the watts can drop down to 2 watts. And then when the sun comes back, with some devices like this, it actually recovers the wattage. So when it goes down to 2 watts and the sun comes back out, it goes back to the 17 watts. But when I charge 5 volt devices, which doesn't have fast charging capabilities, power delivery, it doesn't recover. It just stays at 2 watts, even though the sun's out, and I have to manually unplug it, which is kind of annoying. But that's only with some devices. Obviously with devices like my power bank, it does recover the wattage. And I noticed that there's a high pitched sound when the wattage goes down, so you will hear a really high pitched sound, and I'm not sure why it does that, but I think it's to regulate the voltage. And the voltage is pretty reasonable. I can take it with me if I ever need to go out on the beach, but I don't really take it out. I literally use it in my garden because it's literally free energy from the gas ball in the sky. Instead of you using your own electricity that you paid for, you can just use this solar panel and just charge all your devices with this from literally free energy. And it's kind of interesting having my drone batteries, all my drone flights powered by solar. I've been even charging this camera with this solar and my phone. And there's something about having your devices completely charged by solar. You can get a 20 watt version as well. I'm not sure how much energy you would actually get for that, but you can get a lot of solar panels like Anker Solix and all that. This string I put on myself so I can actually hang it on a tree and just charge it off like that. And nowadays I just get the sun high up in the sky, so I can just put it flat on the table in my garden and just charge my devices like that. And yeah, whenever it's a sunny day, I just put my devices on charge instead of plugging it instead of charging it from the grid. Just charge it in my garden with solar, complete solar energy. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video of me using this Flex solar panel. It's a really good solar panel, like it's really efficient. I'm able to charge all my devices at a fast speed. It's a really fast charger. And yeah, solar panels have literally come a long way since it first came out. And I only imagine the technology is only going to get better and cheaper as well, of course. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video of me reviewing this Flex solar panel. I hope you enjoyed this video. E30 Pro Flexible Solar Charger. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll speak to you in the next one. Thank you for watching.